It's because I neglected my health in the last 10 years that I got to where I am today. Thankfully, it's nothing major serious or at risk, but it's a position where I did not want to be in my life right now. And I want to tell you and really make sure that you understand that your job, your bed, and your sleeping habits and the things that you eat could be deteriorating your health faster than you think it actually is. Hey, welcome back to Gaming About Life, the channel where we play video games, we talk about life, and hopefully you get something good out of this video. Something that will make you happier, something that will make you more wise, something that will change your life for the better, because that's our objective here. And we're back to playing Final Fantasy X. I restarted the game, so it might be a little bit slow paced, but eventually we'll get there. Today I want to talk about something that is extremely important to me, like now more than ever, and hopefully with this information I can help you save not only your health but your time and your money. So we're just gonna farm here like always, which means that we're just gonna train. A piece of my controller fell out, rip. It's for my analog. But for that I'm gonna put it into actually I don't need to do it here. I can do this, that's not it, that's it. So on the computer, if you don't know, you can put to increase your encounters. So this just means I can fight monsters more often. So I want to talk about your physical health. I've spoken about mental health, I've spoken about emotional health, I've spoken about quite a few health aspects in the channel, but look, I just want to cut straight to the chase. I'm in a physical position, like in my physical health, in a position where it's somewhere I really never thought I would get to, which is I somewhat have, I'm not sure yet, I'm still going to the doctors and stuff trying to find out, but I have somewhat similar to, if not, scoliosis. You can find a definition of scoliosis right here. Otherwise you can just go on Google, I'm not going to waste time explaining it. But basically what happened is just a little storytelling, so you understand, so that you can hopefully relate to you and hopefully helps you avoid this issue. I worked for about 10 years in the hospitality industry, which was being a waiter, bartender, a barista and stuff like that. And a lot of the times, a lot of the work was in events. So working in hotels and stuff like that, so it was like lifting really heavy, things and moving tables around, and just, if you work in hospitality, you know exactly what I'm talking about. If you don't, you can at least imagine that, carrying trays, plates, like at one point, I wanted to get good at what I was doing, so I was carrying like fucking, like 4 or 5 plates on my arm, like you see some waiters do. Worst mistake of my life. And all of that, plus a few other things which I'm going to touch on a little bit further ahead, led me to the physical condition that I have today, which, like I said, it is scoliosis or similar to, which basically is my spine and the joints between each spine, bone, and muscles and everything. It's just in a horrible position. I remember the car was saying it's like around like level 2, like stage 2 kind of thing, between like the 5 stages, I think. And my GP actually said it could be something like kind of like arthritis as well. I'm 28, okay, and I love sports. I've always played sports. I've always like loved cardio. I always loved moving. I did up until like a few months ago. Muay Thai, combat sports and stuff like that. So it really shouldn't happen. But okay, so this is the condition that I'm in right now. Basically, it is an extreme, constant, never-ending pain at the moment on my whole right side of the body, from my neck all the way down to my lower back. Lower back like hurts like every single day. no matter what I do. And it's getting to a point where I'm starting to feel like sharp pains throughout, you know, my body, because like the nerves are all, you know, screwed up because of the muscles and the position that my body is in, you know, so bad posture and stuff like that, even in this chair, like, you know. So that's that. Okay, I'm not gonna spend too much more time on this. That's the condition. Like I said, you can look what the actual definition and etc. is. Basically, it all. I'm gonna start telling you some of the reasons why this happens, with the objective to make you see that what you're doing or what you could be doing could potentially be leading you on down the same path. And let me just tell you, chiropractor sessions are freaking expensive if you don't have private health insurance. Thankfully, here in Australia, we have a good financial, like, you know, system. We have governmental health, public health system is free, and like chiropractors and physiotherapist sessions aren't as expensive as it could be around the world, but they're still not the cheapest. So basically, the first thing is just positioning. So bending down throughout the industry that I've worked at. So bending down, lifting heavy things with my arm here, which eventually led to, you know, a bad movement of like my weight going forward and things like that. And just, again, moving around and doing just like not healthy, good movements with your body, you know, like different than like yoga or like combat sports and stuff. Like your body's moving in a way that like it flows better, and there's no like excessive heavy weight. Like for example, if you're lifting weights, it's still good because you're doing it in a movement where you're locking parts of your body to properly do it. When you're working in like a bar in a restaurant, you're lifting like a crate while bending your back because you forget to actually squat down because you're in a hurry, and then you're having to carry like all of these trays and jugs and stuff, and it's different. It's bad. It is really bad for you. So that's the first reason why all this came from. And imagine just working 10 years without ever realizing that this could be a thing in the future. So that's the first thing I want to cover. The first reason why you also may have, you know, back pain and body aches and stuff like that. The second thing is sleeping in really crappy mattresses and beds. Okay, that kind of says it all. You know, I don't think I really need to go so in depth, but just as an example that again maybe you can relate to, is sleeping on very thin mattresses. So something that I remember right now is when I was traveling around the world, and especially when I was working with the charity, I was staying in hostels or staying in really just like cheap motels and stuff like that, and sometimes the beds were just completely terrible. So doesn't help. Sleeping in mattresses that don't suit your need and your physical body. Maybe your body, you know, your posture, your physical, you know, shape needs a more soft mattress. Maybe it needs a more sturdy mattress. And I don't think I actually ever had a good mattress in my whole life until the last like 2 years, which is actually the bed that you see behind me right now. That played a huge part because it's part of your sleep. You're sleeping, you're recovering. Like, this is the part where everything needs to be like as close to perfect as possible. So if you never thought about it, just pay attention to your bed. Is it good? Is it a decent mattress? Is it like decently high off the ground too? Is it too close to the ground where every time you get up you have to, you know, push yourself off? Or, you know, is it tall like this one where I literally just kind of like hop down on it and it doesn't put more stress into my body? Is your mattress too soft? Is it making you sink? Is it making your back go literally like this, you know? Or is it too firm where, you know, it's so firm that it doesn't balance out the proper parts around your body? And I'll put some photos here somewhere on the screen where it shows you some of the proper ways to actually sleep, how your head needs to be, the weight that goes around your neck, the pillows that you need to use. So I'll just put some quick photos here so you can have an idea, but please go and Google them yourself, okay? So yeah, bed, sleeping, it's ridiculously important. So that's reason number 2. Reason number 3 is doing exercises without proper stretching and recovery. So what that means is stretching, well, that's obvious. So not stretching before you start to exercise, not stretching after you exercise. Or even if you can't for some reason not stretched before you exercise or after, you can do it after you wake up. Like as soon as you wake up, because you know you're going to train that day, stretch in the morning. If you think that you don't have enough time in, you know, before training session. And then after, if you can't do it after, then stretch before you go to sleep. But make sure you do that. Make sure you loosen up your muscles and not let them stay where they were after your training, you know. And recovery, well, that simply means if you train hard at the gym, man, go get a massage. Go to a spa. Go, I don't know, lay on the floor for a little bit so that your back is completely flat and let the whole weight, like, equally shift down from your body. You know, because that's an issue as well, again, with the bed and stuff like that. The weight distribution is wrong throughout your body, which causes, you know, those pains. So stretching and recovery is extremely important. And in the past, when I started training Muay Thai, which is super heavy on the body, I was actually having a few massages throughout the week, which are, now that I think about it, it was actually really good. Like it actually didn't make me feel like I feel today. But clearly after a while I stopped that for X amount of reasons, and here I am today, you know. So I'm saying this because what I didn't mention before is I'm at a point where I cannot work, or at least I can, but I don't want to, because the pain is continuously progressing. It's growing. It's not getting better. Even if I did take a few days off, it didn't help. So I need professional help. So I don't want this to happen to you. I don't want you to go through the pain that I'm going through, because it's absolutely frustrating, infuriating. It's just not good. It is not good. So that's another thing. Stretching, recovery. Recovery is super important. And something else is what you do throughout the day. So for example, if you work on your feet, then hey, when you sit down or when you lay down, make sure that you're in a good posture. Get a good chair. This is not a good chair, but get a good chair. Or if you lay down, make sure you lay down and put your feet up. Let the blood circulation go from your feet, because you stood up all day. It's accumulated there. Let it rush back down through your body. That's very, very important. So, or if you sit all day like now, which I'm going to do because I'm not working, I'm going to be making these videos, I'm going to be, you know, studying and stuff like that. Make sure that one, you get a good chair, which I definitely need to upgrade this one. But two, if you are going to sit all day or for the most part of your day, put a timer on your phone. Like everybody has a smartphone. You have one right now. Open your alarm, or open your timer, and put it for every half an hour, every 45 minutes. Heck, put it for an hour at the very latest, and put an alarm so it reminds you, go stretch. All you have to do is literally get up, stretch a little bit, raise your hands up, bend down, lay on the floor for a little bit, twist, you know, your waist around, but don't just stay on the chair for the whole entire day. It's 100% not good for you. Okay, so once again, the reason I'm telling you guys this is because I don't want you to go through what I'm going through right now, because one, it's like I said, it wastes your time, because now that this is basically all you can focus on, you know, if you care about your health. Two, it wastes a lot of your emotional, mental, and obviously physical health, because you're worried about it. You don't know if it could get worse. You don't know what could happen. And I don't know if I spent another, you know, if I spent another 3 months working without, you know, taking care of my health, heck, I don't know. Anything could have happened, you know, so I don't want that, and I don't want you to feel that either. I'm gonna actually just swap out here, because I'm gonna die, and I don't want to. Dismiss. So it's an annoying pain. It's a frustrating pain. It also wastes a lot of money. That, sure, I get when you say price doesn't have health doesn't have a price tag, but it does. It does. It's not like you can buy your health back. You can fix it, and hopefully you get back to 100%. But it does have a price tag, because it's very freaking expensive when you're going through constant treatments. Like roughly a car section could go for anywhere from like $50 all the way up to $150, you know, depending. So just imagine, let's take an average of $70. Imagine 2 sessions a week. That's $140. 2 weeks is $280. 4 weeks, so throughout a month, is 280 plus 300 is 560, I believe, dollars a month. You're copping up more than $500 extra because you didn't take care of your health in the past. Because all you had to do is literally stretch more often, eat better, sleep better, and invest in good equipments like a good chair if you sit down, a good mattress if you know for sleeping, and other things. Even like massage tool, like I have a whole bunch of like these foam rollers and stuff like that, like a little massage gun as well. They're cheap. Like these things I paid about maybe like $30, and then the massage gun was like $100. Like if I did that in the past and I had to take care of myself, I would be much better today. You know, I wouldn't be feeling bad and frustrated and annoyed and worried that my health could simply just go down the drain and the worst could happen to me. So I hope that this made sense to you, and I hope that you can understand that your job, where you sleep, your sleep habits, your eating habits, because obviously eating, you know, the things that you eat play a massive part in the recovery of your body and your muscles. All of this plays a huge part all together. You can't just fix one and let the other ones, you know, be at a very low point, low quality. You have to fix everything. You have to make everything better so that you don't get to where I am today. And hey, I'm saying this as, I don't want you to understand this as if I'm paralyzed. No, there's people in much worse conditions. I don't want to get there, and I don't want you to get there. So I hope that this video made sense to you. I hope that it brought some clarity and some attention and awareness to where you are in life right now. And I'll finish with one thing, and I'll make sure we're fine. I actually want to finish with style. I kind of wanted a better monster than this, but whatever. We're just gonna summon our Aeon, and we're gonna use an overdrive. I just want you to understand this. We live in a society right now in the world where we're told to work hard and keep going, and you know, our parents saying like, oh no, get over it, get some, you know, get a pill or something, take a medication just so you feel better, whatever, like, you know, keep doing, like, there's so many things telling us to keep working and not enough things telling us to, hey, take a step back, take some extra days off, don't work, you know, overtime, don't lift things heavier than you can actually physically lift, you know. That's where we are today. It's not everywhere, and it's not with everyone, but it's very popular to find yourself somewhere in an industry. Could it be work, could be all around your friends or something, that gives you this idea that you have to just simply work hard and keep going. So yeah, this was complete overkill. Like, I didn't need to do this, but I wanted to finish it like on a pretty cool note, because I like this overdrive. So I think for me the hardest part is trying to get the voices inside of my head, which have been implemented there throughout the years from different people. Trying to get that out of my head that keeps saying, no, just keep working, you need the money, you need to do this and that, like, you can't just stop working, etc. I'm trying to get that out of my head and put more and more, you know, a stronger and stronger voice, which has been telling me, and I'm thankful to be following it, saying, no, Junior, you're doing the right thing, you're taking care of your health, because you didn't know that 10 years ago you were going to be here today. So imagine if in another 10 years you're in somewhere so much worse. So it's hard, but I finally was able to make a decision to, you know, stop working and take care of myself and focus on my health, because I became more aware of what I want, and I also became more loving of my own body, because obviously 5-10 years ago I didn't really care. So hopefully you got some value out of this video. If there's anything that I can help you with, if there's anything that you resonated with, you related to, please let me know. Leave a comment down below, tell me what you're experiencing, and hopefully I can help you too. Thank you so much for watching. Please take care of yourself, because this is literally the only body that we have to live in. Once it's gone, That's it. Nobody knows what happens afterward. So thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Hey, thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed the video, if this video even helped you in some way, hit the like button just down below. It makes a very, very big difference. If you know somebody that could benefit from this video, hit that little share button or just comment and tag them down below. It really would help, to spread the joy, spread the happiness. And lastly, if you want to see more of these videos, then hit the subscribe button. It costs you nothing. It takes only a second and it helps the channel grow. And if the channel grows, I can dedicate more time to it. I can make more videos, therefore help you more often and help more people as well. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.